Today we're diving into 5 chilling secrets about money that banks definitely don't want you to know. Buckle up, things are about to get wild. Number 1. The Fractional Reserve Conspiracy. Imagine if you could create money out of thin air. Well, banks do just that with the fractional reserve system. For every dollar you deposit, they can lend out 9. This means they're creating money from nothing, leading to an illusion of wealth and stability. It's a dangerous game, and the entire system hinges on trust. What happens when everyone wants their money back at once? That's a collapse waiting to happen. Think about it. The very foundation of our financial system is built on the premise that not everyone will withdraw their money simultaneously. This practice inflates the money supply and can lead to bubbles and bursts that devastate economies. During the 2008 financial crisis, we got a glimpse of how fragile this system is. If another crisis hits and trust in banks evaporates, the consequences could be catastrophic. Banks rely on the perception of stability, but in reality, their solvency is an intricate balancing act. They leverage deposits to make investments in loans, creating a delicate equilibrium that could tip with any major economic shift. The central banks act as backstops, but their power is also based on confidence. A loss of faith in the system could lead to a domino effect where bank runs and withdrawals spiral out of control. The very fabric of our economic system is interwoven with these precarious practices, creating an unsettling sense of security that's more fragile than most people realize. Number 2. High-frequency trading manipulation. Banks use high-frequency trading (HFT) algorithms to manipulate the stock market in real time. These trades happen in microseconds, exploiting market movements faster than a human can blink. This technology gives banks a massive advantage over regular investors, allowing them to make huge profits while the rest of us are left playing catch-up. The scary part? HFT can create artificial market volatility. These algorithms can cause flash crashes or pump-and-dump schemes on a scale that's nearly impossible to regulate. Imagine the power to influence global financial markets with a few lines of code. It's like giving the keys to the world economy to a handful of programmers working for the banks. The impact of these trades can ripple through the economy, affecting everything from your retirement savings to the price of everyday goods. Moreover, HFT firms often have their servers located closer to stock exchanges to gain milliseconds of advantage over others, a practice known as co-location. This proximity allows them to receive market data and execute trades faster than their competitors. The ethical implications are profound, as this technology can be used to manipulate prices and create unfair advantages. The average investor stands no chance against these lightning-fast trades, often resulting in significant financial losses. The HFT world is shrouded in secrecy, with algorithms and strategies closely guarded, making it nearly impossible to understand the full extent of its influence on global markets. Number 3. Derivatives time bomb. The derivatives market is a ticking time bomb. Banks hold vast amounts of these complex financial instruments, which are essentially bets on the future. The total value of the derivatives market is estimated to be in the quadrillions. Yes, you heard that right, quadrillions of dollars. If they fail, the fallout could be worse than the 2008 financial crisis. It's a house of cards that could bring down the global economy. These instruments are so complex that even the bankers themselves often don't fully understand the risks involved. It's a game of financial roulette where the stakes are nothing less than the stability of the global economy. The interconnectedness of banks means that a failure in one part of the system can quickly spread, leading to a cascade of defaults and bankruptcies. The next financial meltdown could very well be triggered by the collapse of the derivatives market, a market that most people don't even know exists. Derivatives are often touted as risk management tools, but they can just as easily amplify risk. Credit default swaps, a type of derivative, were at the heart of the 2008 financial crisis. These instruments allowed financial institutions to bet on the failure of mortgages and other loans. When the housing market collapsed, these bets went sour, leading to massive losses that reverberated throughout the global financial system. The complexity and opacity of derivatives make them difficult to regulate, and their widespread use means that their impact can be felt far beyond the financial sector. As banks continue to engage in these high-stake bets, the potential for another catastrophic failure looms ever larger. Number 4. Private equity puppeteers. Banks are deeply intertwined with private equity firms that control major industries behind the scenes. These firms buy struggling companies, strip them of assets, and sell them for parts, all while banks profit. This destruction of industries can lead to massive job losses and economic instability. The relationship between banks and private equity is symbiotic and sinister. Banks provide the capital for these buyouts, often at terms that benefit them regardless of the outcome. Meanwhile, private equity firms gut companies, leaving employees and communities devastated. It's a form of financial cannibalism where the rich get richer by devouring the livelihoods of ordinary people. The influence these entities wield extends into politics and regulation, ensuring that the system continues to favor them at the expense of the general public. Private equity firms often operate under the radar, avoiding the scrutiny faced by publicly traded companies. They use leveraged buyouts to acquire companies, loading them with debt and extracting value through dividends and fees. When these companies inevitably struggle under the weight of their financial obligations, the private equity firms walk away, having already secured their profits. The banks that finance these deals also profit through interest payments and fees, creating a cycle of exploitation that leaves workers and communities to pick up the pieces. This predatory financial engineering has far-reaching consequences, contributing to economic inequality and social instability. Number 5. Surveillance and data exploitation. Your bank knows more about you than you think. They track every purchase, every transaction, and build detailed profiles that can be sold to the highest bidder. This data is used to manipulate you into spending more, investing in risky ventures, or even controlling your financial decisions. It's surveillance capitalism at its finest. The extent of this data collection is staggering. Banks know where you shop, what you buy, how much you spend, and even your financial weaknesses. This information is a goldmine for marketers, insurance companies, and even political campaigns. The manipulation doesn't stop at personalized ads. It extends to financial advice tailored to maximize the bank's profits, not your wealth. This intrusion into your privacy is often done without your explicit consent, hidden in the fine print of terms and conditions that no one reads. Banks and financial institutions use sophisticated algorithms to analyze your spending habits, predicting your behavior and influencing your decisions. This data can be used to offer loans at higher interest rates to those deemed more desperate, or to push investment products that are more profitable for the bank but riskier for you. The surveillance extends to social media, where banks can gather additional data to refine their profiles further. The ultimate goal is to create a financial ecosystem where your choices are subtly guided to maximize profits for the banks. This level of manipulation and control is unprecedented, raising serious ethical and privacy concerns. Banks are not just financial institutions. They're powerful entities with the ability to shape the economy and our lives in ways we can barely comprehend. Understanding these hidden mechanisms is crucial for protecting yourself and making informed financial decisions. The more we know, the better equipped we are to navigate this complex and often treacherous landscape. Stay informed, stay vigilant, and always question the system. Recognize the power dynamics at play and advocate for transparency and accountability in the financial sector. By doing so, we can work towards a more equitable and stable economic future. If you found this video as mind-blowing as we did, please like, share, and subscribe for more deep dives into the hidden truths of the financial world. Stay safe out there.